Hey fam, welcome back to the channel. I'm currently heating up leftovers. It is, what, 4:30, and I'm fiddling with my crock pot. Ouch. Ooh, ooh. Oh, and I'm currently trying to take care of supper. We currently have a consultant here right now. He is downstairs with hubby checking out our water softener because we've been having a bunch of problems with our water softener. You guys should have seen it in the last vlog where you saw him airing up in the ceiling, trying to fiddle with, actually trying to cut several holes in the ceiling. I should say try. He was cutting several holes in the ceiling in attempts to like find this leak that's kind of sabotaged our enjoyment of our basement for the past 6 months, because honestly I haven't really been spending a lot of time down there for that reason. We finally took the plunge and called somebody out to come and take a look at it. They're checking out whether or not we need to just replace the whole softener or whether or not we just need to repair it. I definitely know we need to replace it because it's old, but we're just at the same time trying to seek to fix this issue where the leak is. I'm about to get rid of these old flowers, guys. These are flowers that hubby bought for me for our anniversary the other day. I never said anything about it, but we just celebrated our 17th year anniversary a few days ago on the 3rd of January, and it was very low-key. I think we were just all we're all just so beat. There's just so much going on, guys. Like I've listed it before. You guys know, you've seen it all happening. It's just like you know, preparing for baby birthdays, Christmas, and right after Christmas is New Year's, and then it's anniversary. I think we were just like all really beat. So we just had a low-key day. Not much happened, but I got some flowers and they're wilted. They are, I don't know why they're so wilted, because they did have enough water initially and did have that food that it came with, so I don't know. Like I've mentioned before, I don't have a green thumb to save my life, but these were already dead flowers. They're not like, it's not like they were alive when they got here. So we're gonna get rid of that. Out and I'm just trying to get my house back together. Guys, I was just editing the video and then I realized that the video was cut short. You guys learned that Aaron and I just celebrated our 17th wedding anniversary. Yes, guys, I can't believe it. I know I keep saying it, but I can't believe it's been 17 years. So if you guys don't know the backstory, we have been together 18 years and have been married for 17. And we got married after our first year of being together. I think there's a saying about that that says that if you get married within the first year, you're most likely to be together, you know, to stay married. I don't know how accurate these things all are, but we got married after our first year. So as you guys can see, we didn't really do much because of all that's happened from last year until now. We're still, you know, in the midst of this pandemic, and in fact we're currently here in lockdown. So it's been it doesn't make for much fun. Like we couldn't even go out for dinner, something as simple as that, but we enjoyed ourselves nonetheless. I mean, we also have a newborn, so we're staying in. I'm not saying that, you know, it's the sole, like, just because we have a newborn we have to stay in, because ideally him and I were gonna go out with our newborn, with Zavi, together. I think we ended up having to do that with Zoe too, because if you guys don't remember, she was born in December. She was a December baby, so she was born literally another month, a month before our anniversary. But yeah, we can't really go anywhere because everywhere is locked, everything's shut down. And our anniversary was actually on January 3rd, so our lockdown came about shortly after, but we, like right before then, we just didn't have time because so many things were going on back to back, as I mentioned earlier in today's vlog. But you know what, guys, if I've learned anything in 2020 is just to kind of roll with it and just do our best to cope and to survive, because honestly it's been a trying year. So many blessings occurred to us during that time, but I think we all can say that having to live all cooped up and just, you know, isolated from family and loved ones and just all the things, it's just a little, it's a little overwhelming, it's unusual, and it's made for a very strenuous year. So moving forward, we hope to maybe celebrate our anniversary when things die down a little bit. We're currently in lockdown here in Ontario, but I'm not sure how. I think our lockdown is for about a month, but I mean, I'm not saying after a month we're gonna run out there to go eat out in a restaurant. We're very cautious. I don't touch base on this very much on our channel, but we're very cautious because we're a large family too. So it's like if one person catches something, we're bound to spread it amongst one another. And I'm just, you know, I'm cautious with, we're all just a little bit cautious with that. And hubby's already at work and he's already around various people. So that's already, you know, something that I don't want to say stress about, but it's kind of there. So I don't know when we're gonna actually get to celebrate our anniversary, but honestly for the day we enjoyed ourselves. We just hung out with our family, which is what brings us the most joy. We hung out together with our family. I got roses and I got a card. That was basically our day. Yeah, we're very low-key people. Being that I'm married, the things that I desire from my husband around our anniversaries is just, you know, remembering it for one, being thoughtful enough to get something, a card, a little gift, something. But I'm not like very, very fussy. I'm not a big, like, I've mentioned this before, I'm not very fussy. And I'm also, I don't know, I'm also not a big like surprise person. I hate to be surprised. I don't know why, it's just a thing for me. As well as like when it comes to gifts and stuff, ideally I wouldn't mind, maybe this is kind of selfish, but I wouldn't mind choosing it myself. It's not to say if I got surprised and I got something that I like, it would be such a bad thing, but so, I think a lot of times hubby doesn't know what I want, and I just hate the thought of money being spent on something that I have to just be like accept, and I don't like it, and then it just has to sit there. So that's pretty much it. We just had a low-key day and enjoyed ourselves together. I know that this is not everyone's cup of tea, but you know what? This is one of those things I want to say is not the thing that makes or breaks a marriage. Maybe to some people, I guess. It all depends on your personality. If you're more high maintenance and you require more, you want more, I guess it really just comes down to, I think, one of the number one thing I think is so crucial in a marriage. I shouldn't say it's the number one because I think God being the center is probably number one, but communication outside of that, I think is so crucial. So it comes down to communication, because when you can communicate with one another and explain your desires and expectations and stuff of that things of that sort, I think when you're able to explain that ahead of time, maybe before marriage comes about, you guys can you guys can make decisions as to where you want to go with this relationship. And when you're in a marriage, I think there's something to be said about communication too, because in the case where you've already communicated about it, it is more prone to happening. If you know, it's more prone, your desires and expectations are more likely to come into fruition. And in the case where they're not, you can communicate about it and touch base and remind your spouse, wait a second, didn't we touch base on this? Isn't this, I mentioned that this was a deal breaker for me and such and such. I am kind of ranting right now. I'm on a tangent right now, but I'm just explaining, I guess I'm kind of explaining a little bit about just how different people are in a marriage, how different marriages are for different people, if that makes any sense. I always say that, but I don't know. But anyways, I also kind of summarized the big question that I've gotten asked is like, what's the secret to marriage, and how, what's made you guys last this long? And the truth be told, it's just, I feel like a big part of it is, well, the main one is God. And the next is communication. And it's honestly, communication is like it's like a battle. It's a lifelong battle to get on the same page with an individual, because two different minds, two different brains coming together. It is not an easy task. I won't be the first and I won't be the last to admit that is not an easy task. So just always trying to communicate is definitely crucial. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Aaron and I have a video coming up. We just have not filmed it yet. We have a fun video that we wanted to do for our anniversary, because since we're gonna do anything, we're gonna go anywhere, it's like perfect to do something kind of fun for you guys and maybe answer a few questions and share a little bit about us, especially with those of you that are very new to our channel. This is the moment where I'm gonna say welcome to all of you guys that are very new to our channel. I have lots of videos. I'm gonna do my best this year. A part of my agenda is to organize the playlist over the next few weeks or so. I'm gonna say weeks because I've been known to put my foot in my mouth. I'm gonna say like days, and it's not gonna happen. But weeks, I'm gonna put everything in the playlist over the next few weeks, especially one that's like about us, so you guys can get to know about us a little bit more. I actually, in fact, already do have that there, but I want to just refine it a little bit and just make it just a little bit, you know, maybe like the top 10 videos of 2020, you know, fun stuff like that. Thank you guys to all of you guys who supported Zoe. That last video that we put out of Zoe with doing her makeup, if you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out. It is so funny. I'm trying to incorporate some of those things on the channel, some fun, little fun stuff. It's not just always housework and chores and, you know, and grocery shopping and all this stuff, which is like typical mundane, and it's just life. But there's also a lot of fun in between, and our family is filled with a lot of fun. We have a lot of good moments, and I'm doing my best to try to share a little bit more of that, because I think you guys don't see enough of that. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. And before I go, I just want to say thank you in advance, because I know you guys are going to wish us a happy anniversary. You guys, I appreciate all of you, and stay tuned for the video that we're going to make together. And until next time, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you're new, like, as well as leave a comment down below. And until next time, much love.